My name is Danielle Jones, and I am here to present the Servant Leadership Principles for MGI, the Midwest Gastrointestinal Primary Care Office. My name is Danielle Jones, and I am here to present the Servant Leadership Principles for MGI, Midwest Gastrointestinal Private Practice. My name is Danielle Jones, and I'm here to present the Servant Leadership Principles for MGI, Midwest Gastrointestinal Associates. My name is Danielle Jones, and I am here to present my presentation for Servant Leadership Principles for Midwest Gastrointestinal. Servant leadership employed by MGI: number 1, listening; number 2, empathy; number 3, healing; and number 4, self-awareness. You will be a better leader if you can make that commitment to listen to everything your employees have to say and try to have a deep understanding of that information. Give people your attention and pay attention to their body language and avoid any kind of interruption until they have finished their feedback to you. In order to be more empathetic, it's important to set aside your personal viewpoint and putting value in others' opinions and keeping an open mind. Being supportive physically and mentally will make sure your employees have your full support in order for them to do their jobs effectively. Being supportive and having awareness of self will help manage emotions and any behavior Servant leadership employed by MGI. Number 1, listening. They give people their full attention. Number 2, empathy. They strive to understand intentions and perspectives of everybody. Number 3, healing. They're aware of emotional health and wholeness of their patients and their employees. Number 4, self-awareness. They're aware of their personal strengths and weaknesses. You will be a better leader if you can make that commitment to listen to everything your employees have to say and try to have a deep understanding of that information. Give people your attention and pay attention to their body language and avoid any kind of interruption until they have finished their feedback to you. MGI does this all the time. They're very, very aware of not interrupting everyone when they have something to say. In order to be more empathetic, it's important to set aside your personal viewpoint and putting value in others' opinions and being an open-minded person. Being supportive physically and mentally will make sure that your employees have your full support in order for them to do their jobs effectively. MGI has full awareness of self and will help manage emotions of any behavior that might have affecting others. Putting servant leadership into action. Number 1, dream great dreams. See the bigger picture. Take responsibility for your performance. Number 2, lead by example. Know what to stand for. Number 3, commitment to grow. Commit to professional and personal development. MGI works really hard to look beyond the day-to-day realities. No matter what level MGI reaches, they always make sure they create a mission and vision for the team, which makes it clear for long-term objectives and long-term focuses without any distraction. MGI learns from their past experiences and focuses on what is happening in the present. They take all responsibility for what happens in the company, and they take time to think about the values as well as the values for the organization. MGI demonstrates values and behaviors they want to see in others. They stand up for people when they act in a way that doesn't align with their own values and missions. MGI makes sure that they meet all training needs for their employees so they can do their jobs successfully. When they find out what personal goals people have in mind, they do everything they can to help them achieve those goals, no matter what additional responsibilities that may entail. How servant leadership has helped MGI. Number 1, it's built a community, provides people with interaction with one another. Number 2, community support. It's provided patients with the tools to connect with other patients who also have ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. Number 3, it's encouraged patients and employees. It reminds them how to contribute to the overall objective within the organization. MGI has been involved in several different events for ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease to help support the community who suffers with this every day. These events bring people from all over the community to support each other and the mission. MGI has helped the community come together online to share their experiences with UC and Crohn's disease. There are several blogs to help them come together to talk about their issues. When people know that they contribute to their community, it gives them a sense of belonging and purpose. Encouraging employees and their patients shows them how dedicated MGI is to their health and their well-being. MGI's most valuable servant leadership principles. Number 1, passion. Being passionate will help motivate others. Number 2, self-motivation. Giving praise to employees makes them feel more empowered and motivated. Being responsible. MGI is responsible for everything and everybody. MGI is very enthusiastic about helping patients with ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease, which helps motivate others and shows commitment and stability. You have to love what you do, which is going to be a huge part of your life. The only way to be truly satisfied with your work is if you are making a difference in someone else's well-being. Loving your work creates enthusiasm for your job and shows how much you love what you do. Loving what you do is contagious and energizes those around you to do the same. MGI gives their employees incentives for being responsible and making independent decisions, which makes them feel more valuable. The infusion team at MGI basically works independently because they have shown great responsibility for caring and organizing their team and patients. MGI also embraces obligation whenever anything goes wrong. There is an example of extreme ownership when it comes to having this obligation. This helps acknowledge mistakes and promptly finds ways to correct and learn from them rather than just pointing the fingers at colleagues. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope that it was helpful and very knowledgeable.